If there was one movie you could completely delete from reality, what would it be? The Fahrenheit 451 movie, just for the irony. I would remove the movie The Mandela Effect because it would cause mass confusion and lead onto the topic of the Mandela Effect and people would go insane. Seriously. Had this conversation with my boyfriend right after we watched it. I told him I wouldn't be surprised if they erased this movie soon just to fuck with people. And if I had anything to do with it I totally would as well. The Dark Tower. Stephen King fans waited years and years and years for this movie, only for a 90-minute bullshit parade that didn't scratch the surface of the story. Son of the Mask. That movie is so bad that even though I know for a fact that I have definitely seen it, I do not recall one single detail of it. I completely blocked it from memory. Sarah Burgess is a loser. The main character that you're supposed to feel for is a catfish the entire movie and gets mad that things just never goes away because she isn't pretty, not because she comes off thinking she is better than other people because she knows literature or literally lies 90% of the movie. There's to that come right to the top of my mind one the live action Avatar, TLA and the second, Aragorn. Honestly Aragorn is probably the winner in my mind. It's a 4-part book series that could have made fantastic movies, but whoever made the first movie had apparently never read the books because they made some seriously critical errors that made a second book narratively impossible. Dragon Ball Evolution. That movie is horrible. Thank you for commenting. I was beginning to wonder if nobody was going to say anything. Artemis Fowl. There are enough issues with the film to make even a casual watcher hate it, forget about those who read the books. They went beyond screwing up. I knew it was going to be bad as soon as I saw Artemis surfing. Dude doesn't even have the dexterity to successfully climb a ladder and you have him surfing? Just no. Aragorn. One of the most disappointing movies of my lifetime. The third and fourth, Mummy. Let The Mummy Returns be the gold standard for sequels. Edit. So many gold quality sequels have entered this chat. The fourth Harry Potter, so people will wonder why they made all the movies but just skipped the fourth. I like the way you think 50 Shades of Grey, period. To birds with one stone, it would also rid us of its spawn. 365 days. Kissing Booth. No Kissing Booth. No Kissing Booth 2. Duck that movie. I love how the main character has no aspirations of her own. It's especially evident in the second movie when she is forced to choose between the school her boyfriend goes to or the school her best friend wants to go to. Like, what about the school you want to go to? Human Centipede. It's haunted me ever since I've watched it. It's so disturbing too. The Matrix, so we can keep people in the dark. It almost ruined our entire project. It isn't a movie per se, but the 13 Reasons Why show. Once the scene with the suicide happened, I think it was within the first few episodes, I got an email from the app letting all therapists know that suicide rates and attempts spiked. Not only for attempts, but successful attempts as well. Since then I've met more clients I'd like to admit that essentially learned how to be successful with suicide. Some people argue it opened up a conversation about suicide and how it isn't as rare as people would like to believe, but I'd argue that you don't open a conversation about domestic violence by showing someone a video of brutally beating their partner. The Emoji Movie. Also, how TF is the eggplant emoji unpopular in a movie about a high schooler? Cats? I don't know what the director was thinking with Cats. Airplane Mode by Logan Paul. Or the Minecraft movie if it comes out. I love Minecraft, but I think a Minecraft movie would make no sense and just be cringy. I don't know, I thought there was no way you can make a movie about Legos and have it make sense, but the franchise has turned out to just be delightful. After Earth, starring Will and Jaden Smith. Worst movie ever. It was so bad, I walked out and asked for my money back. There was a rumor that the reason Will Smith didn't appear in Independence Day 2 was not the money, it was that he was adamant about having Jaden play a role in the movie, to which the producers said no. Having watched After Earth, good call, producers. Good call. Caddyshack II. What an embarrassment. I saw Caddyshack 2 as a kid because it was in heavy rotation in the early days of HBO. I had no interest in watching the original because I thought they were going to be equally bad. Thank goodness I was wrong. Joe Dirt 2. The first one was so good and the sequel is just so terrible. My friend and I couldn't make it past like 10 minutes of it. I had no idea there was a second movie. Birth of a Nation. It sparked violence against the black community and kickstarted a new surge in interest in the KKK. Edit. Copied from one of my comment responses. The KKK existed, yes, but it was a smaller, regional organization. The film was propaganda when it was the first film screened and marketed widely as such. At the White House at Wilson's request, people saw it as him giving it the rubber stamp of approval, almost an endorsement for the film's portrayal of black men as unintelligent and predatory. William J. Simmons took the opportunity of the film's screenings to garner visibility for the KKK and held a huge cross burning, took out ads for KKK membership alongside ads for the film, and went to screenings with his Klansmen in full regalia. They sold costumes, movie ushers wore white sheets, and they handed out KKK brochures at screenings. It was used as a recruitment tool and can be directly credited as the reason the KKK has a rebirthing of its own. Downsizing. First time I walked out of a movie theater, I've easily seen over 100 movies and theaters. Started off interesting enough and then completely lost sight of the plot. Boring. If I had to personally choose, it would be The Lighthouse, which came out in 2019. I go to the movies a lot. I even have a movie pass. I would usually go anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week, depending how many shows were available, before everything happening today. Anyways, I have never left a movie before it was over until that one. I had to leave. It was so boring and the people with me also wanted to go. Leave movies you would add to the list in the comments below. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button. It helps out the channel a lot. Also subscribe to see more. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.